Yes, they're real. They're not mine, but they're real.
Alright, so we're back. Oh, in World of Warcraft. See how long I can play. I'm been in bed pretty much all day sick. Um, don't know how long I'll be able to play, but we'll give it a go. I need to raise my lockpicking apparently. Okay. Oh, you know what? There was. I always want to check the prices in the auction house. Just in the offhand that somebody puts up something really cheap. You can see, wow, this is it. This auction house is so bad. This server just has like, it's just like, that's it, man. I like, literally. So blue or better swords on the entire server. This is all there is. It's just unbelievable. I don't know if, I don't think I have it on, let's see if I've got someone on Grobulus. Do I have anyone on Grobulus? Here. Just to show you the difference between the server I was playing on. Blows my mind, man. So if I go one-handed swords, rare, you can see there's way more weapons show up. Not like a ton more, but there's quite a few, you know. Dazzling Longsword. You can see there's all these blades of wizardry that are selling for insane amount of money. But I mean, that's quite a bit. Let's take a look at daggers. Go to daggers, and you can see there's, again, quite a few daggers. Bloodsail Buccaneers just does not have the same amount of people playing it. So this person relisted the Shadow Blade. They had it at 35 gold minimum bid. They've relisted it and dropped the gold from 35.45 to 30.40. So if that gets down to like short auction at 30 gold, I might buy it. I don't know. I mean, that's a dagger that would last me up until I pretty much go to the Outland almost because it's a 48 epic. So if you look at 38.9 DPS versus this one here, it's only 36. So you have to go all the way. Even here, you're like, well, 71. That's Outland stuff. But if we go to green, you're looking at 38.9 DPS. You have to get all the way up to, let's see. Yeah. You know, basically like up into really the Outland gear, because this again is also an Outland dagger, but this 48 dagger will be good enough, you know, until I get into the Outland. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. What's mad money? 30 gold? Yeah, I don't have a lot of money on this character. I'm not broke, but I've got 68 gold. So we got these quests over here we can pick up. We got that one. That's about it. We can get rain coppers. What's the level range for ZF? $44 to $54. If I could get into ZF, let me try to get to level 45, then maybe I'll start posting for ZF groups. I've got 5 quests currently for ZF. Yeah, it's they say 44 to 50 something. But I knew it wasn't 41 shiny. I knew it was like, I mean, I never go into ZF until I'm usually about 45. But I was curious what the actual thing come up, but it says 44 to whatever. Yeah, if you go in at 41, you're gonna be hurting.
Yo! Have a good one.
Hey there. Safe travels. See you around.
Yeah, what do you want? If you ever need anything.
Hey there. Okie dokie. Relax.
Hey, how you doing? Keep it real. Ah, potential customer. Glad I could help.
Hey, Shiny, yeah, it is. It is a good Wars 2 UI add-on. Wars 2 UI. Thing.
can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I played it. I played it also about 3 months after launch, and then I quit because I was too invested in Terra at the time, I think. Yeah, Logan. Yeah, good old Mr. Thackeray.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
If I don't talk much today, it's because I'm really sick. So I was so sick today. I was not at work for the second day in a row, and I basically slept all pretty much all day. I just got out of bed. I don't know, maybe an hour ago, 2 hours ago. Don't know how long I'll be able to play before I probably have to go back to bed. Hey, what's up, Sterling? How's it going, man? I did not. I did not see it. I wouldn't want to play an MMO on a handheld device, though. I'm a hardcore PC gamer, so the idea of playing something on like on a phone or a tablet is not something I'd be interested in. Actually, let's see. Did you guys see the closed beta information? So if you guys haven't checked this out.
Pacific time, and it'll continue all the way to August 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Pacific, July 20th at 9:30.
So the New World beta, closed beta is July, what do you say, 22nd?
Of New World. It's going to be starting on July 20th at
20th.
9:30 a.m. Pacific time, and it'll continue all the way to August 2nd at
So you're talking like 3 weeks.
11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So that's about 14 days this beta is going to be running.
Oh, 2 weeks,
There
sorry.
will be a wipe after this closed beta before launch happens on August 31st, and Scott Lane, the game director, is going to make an announcement at 9 a.m. Pacific time on July 20th to kind of go over the changes and updates that we've seen since the preview. I don't know if they're going to do another patch for the beta specifically. I was assuming they would, because right now the main story quest is locked at about the depths, like level 45 being the maximum. But they still have to put that 45 to 60 quest line in there, so I'm not sure if they're planning to do that now or like maybe before launch right after the beta. This announcement on July 20th is going to be their dev stream that they announced, but I'm not sure if there's going to be like any new information. This could just be one of those things where it just goes over the information we already know, but just for new faces, like they did with the Expedition 101 and the Outpost Rush 101 kind of thing. It seems like it might be something like that, but we'll have to see to know for sure. I'm probably going to start my stream early on that morning anyways, just so we can talk and like have a Q&A and stuff like that. If there's any like new...
So yeah, I bought. Yeah, I bought the game. Like, I pre-ordered New World quite a while ago, so I will get the invite to the closed beta. I think the invites will go out on, I think they said the 18th or something. So the closed beta starts on the 20th, which I think is like a Tuesday or something. It's like a terrible, I never understand why you would start these things on like weekdays, unless they're trying to actually get less people because people are at work. Maybe they figure that'll be less like of a huge impact on the servers initially. So let's see what July 20th. So the 20th. Oh, that's not right. I'm not sure what calendar that is. Yeah, so it's Tuesday. It's like next Tuesday. What calendar is this? July 20 must be year 20. That's why 2020. So it's Tuesday. It's kind of a weird day, but I mean, I bought it, so I'll definitely play it. Are they the traditional release days? I wonder why Tuesday. Well, they're the traditional. That's actually Cerulean. Those are the traditional release days for games, yes, but they're not really traditional release days for betas. Betas a lot of times are like Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays, you know, more closer to the weekend, so more people can get in them, especially when they're like short. You know, like if you have a beta that's like, you know, like 3 days, they almost always are going to be on a weekend. Now, because this one's 2 weeks, that's probably why maybe it's Tuesday, but the traditional release days for the release, you know, keyword, put your release in quotes there, you know, are for sure Tuesdays, but this is not a release, this is a closed beta. So. But yeah, I whatever, you know, it's 2 weeks. It doesn't really matter. But I just always feel like it would be nice if they did it like on a Friday night or something. But you know, whatever. I'm just griping because I work Tuesday, so you know. But I mean, I have no idea if New World's going to be any good. I really have no idea. I mean, I've talked about it many times. I like New Worlds. The world itself is great. The graphics are fantastic. The level design is actually pretty good. But as far as like the game itself, it's really boring. As far as PvE wise, it was really boring when I played it. The combat wasn't outside of the bow combat. I thought the bow implementation of the bow in New World was really really good. Like it was really satisfying to shoot arrows in New World. I thought. I've heard other people that didn't like it, which surprises me because I play bow classes in a lot of games, and I thought the bow was, you know, worked really nicely in New World. So, but I'm not super excited at all about New World. I haven't been keeping up to date on it in the last like 6 months, so I don't know what all the changes they've made recently. So I'm going in there with a very 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 low expectations. Like I said, I already pre-ordered the game a long time ago, so. We'll just, you know, I'll play it and maybe, you know, hopefully I'll be like pleasantly surprised and it'll be really good. You know. Yeah, I mean the graphics and like the trees and the foliage are some of the best you're going to see in an MMO. Like honestly, the graphics are really good. It's the architecture of the church. I've talked about the church in one of those towns I thought was fantastic. The you know, but just like the combat not really having, and I didn't play other classes, so I can't really comment on the combat too much. But I know that from watching other people's streams and just talking to friends that it was kind of like, you know, it was mostly like for PvP purposes, people were just like dodge, bash, dodge. You know, it was like dodge, interrupt, dodge, stun, dodge, stun. It was kind of, you know, nothing really. There wasn't a whole lot of skill involved. I mean, I shouldn't say skill, but there wasn't a lot of strategy. It was just you were just using a few buttons. You know, there needs to be a lot more abilities, and they need to be a lot more reactive. So. What's up? How's it going, Martin? What is this? Khalif Scorpion thing. Let's see if we can find Khalif. I'm totally sick, so literally like having hot sweats, like fever sweats right now. Khalif Scorpion Sting. Where are you, you filthy bastard? You know, I've been thinking, I'm always thinking, I mean, my brain thinks MMOs probably about 60% of the day. But one of the thoughts that I think Cyrilla, and I think even you might have mentioned this before, but to me, the most fantasy inspiring scene And let's see if I can. I think I have is basically. What if we can get a good one? And I think but basically something like this forest scene with a river and a very natural looking, trees and mushrooms on the log here and rocky. I think to me, like when I'm playing an MMO, the thought that I want to elicit, like to me as a gamer, like how I want to feel when I step into an MMO is I want to feel that the world is really fantastical and magical and alive and big, like massive. But the one thing to me that always feels like, Dungeons and Dragon esque. It does look like Skyrim, yeah. The one thing that to me that always feels Dungeons and Dragon esque, that makes you because to me I always go back to Dungeons and Dragons because really MMOs came from really Dungeons and Dragons, and fantasy and role playing, right? And but when I think about playing those games back when I was in high school, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, because that would have been back in the 80, 84 to 88 was when I was in high school, and but to me it's like going through the forest at night, dark torches, going through dungeons like really dank, musty, wet caves, going through old ruins like old ruins of broken down castles, going to villages like when you watch the movie Lord of the Rings, the first movie, and when they go to like Brill, walking through, Brill, going to a tavern. Those are all the types of things that make me think of a fantasy-based MMO. And those are the kind of things I want to see in a fantasy-based MMO. And what's interesting is if you think about why those scenes feel, at least for me anyway, that feel fantasy, a lot of it has to do with the mood lighting, the way the game looks. And you don't see those scenes, I don't think, in MMOs that much. Like this here doesn't, to me, like this open desert, it's cool and all, but this to me doesn't feel like a high fantasy game, really. I'm not knocking Daenerys. I've always kind of liked this zone, but, to me, the closest zone in WoW that is more of a fantasy base would probably be like Darkshire, I think the ends need to be better. And actually, I think one of the reasons Skyrim was so successful, and Skyrim, as we all know, it was a huge big hit, and I think most of you guys have probably played Skyrim. But to me, the reason Skyrim was so successful is because it looked so fantasy. Like when you're walking through Skyrim, I mean, it was, it felt fantasy. You felt like you were in a Dungeons and Dragons type world. Like if I go to Steam, and you have to forgive me, guys, because I'm really sick. But if I go to Steam and I pull up just like screenshots, I think we go to Shady Hacks here. Let's see, where is it? How do I get to my screenshots? I always forget. Games. It should be under my name, but it's not letting me go to it. So let's do this stupid family view thing. And now we go to profile. Actually, I think it was right there already. Back. Profile. I don't ever hardly look for this shit on here. Here it is. Screenshots. So if you just go to like my Steam, right? My Steam account, we look at some of the screenshots I've taken. Actually, I think Dragon's Dogma also is a perfect example of... In fact, I've commented on Dragon's Dogma and like how great... You can't remember where, but apparently with Skyrim, they designed it so that you were never more than 5 minutes of walking away. Yeah, Cerulean, and I think it's very obvious that when they made Skyrim, that was something they really thought about. They really thought about how they wanted to convey the world to the player and how they wanted to convey it as a very fantasy-based world. And when you watch Lord of the Rings, the movie, and you see them going across different areas of the world, they're very fantasy-based. You see those big, large open vistas in the mountains or in the plains or, maybe some ruins, right? You know, it's to me it's very fantasy. So if you look at yeah, I never played Bannerlord, but I played Dragon's Dogma. But if you look at Dragon's Dogma here again, these screenshots are very have that same kind of feel to them, you know. And it's just like what Cyrillin's saying, these big vistas, like these big open vistas, even though the graphics aren't great in Dragon's Dogma because it's kind of an older game, you get these beautiful, you know, vistas. It's very fantasy, you know, it elicits a very fantasy feel. You know, here's another one with Dragon's Dogma. And when we go into Skyrim, we'll have this same. Now, this is a very common to me when I think of fantasy. This is something I would think of like kind of a winding valley with mountains in the backgrounds and a river twisting through the valley with trees rising up on the sides, right? So if we go down to let's see, if we go down to Skyrim, we can start seeing, you know, much better looking. But I mean, like what Cyrillian was talking about, you know, I mean, look at something like this. Right? I mean, look at this crazy flowers. You know, actually some of my favorite Skyrim screenshots are. Let's see. Oh, we got some. we got some Smite screenshots. I used to be really good at Smite back in the day. I'm trying to get one in the daytime that looks good. I mean, like this is pretty cool. This is an awesome one. You know, this is like nighttime. You know, nighttime, and you're looking at this huge mountain rising up with look at the beautiful, you know, clouds across the mountain. You know, and then this one again, you're the same type of scene I was talking about with the river running through a valley with mountains rising up on the sides. It's a very common fantasy type, you know, scene. And then if you go into, you know, this, you've got more of a, you know, a fall scene with the leaves. You know, it's fall time, and you can see even the colors are more fall. You have that kind of warm glow of the sunshine as you would have as the sun setting in fall with the leaves on the ground. And Skyrim did a great job of transitioning the trails, the roads into the terrain. See how there's the bricks, but there's a lot of like dirt in between. So they did a great job of that transition. Also, Dragon's Dogma did a phenomenal, an even better job of transitioning than Skyrim did actually in that regard. And I can show you that too. Yeah, especially on this one, if we go, let's see. I do this. I don't remember how to like get the full version. No, that's not it. Let's try this. I'm trying to get the actual full high quality. Oh, really? You want me to enter my... Oh, well. But if you see here in Dragon's Dogma, what I'm talking about is, you know, and this isn't the best screenshot, but you can see how there's a really good attention to how the ground's worn from just the rain. You can see the dirt, and this isn't the best screenshot of it, but you can definitely see how they've taken into account erosion, how the water's eroded the land, and kind of going down the hill towards the river there, or the I guess it's a river. But there's actually a better shot of that. I just don't see it right now. Here's like a screenshot of kind of just this is like a mine. Dragon's Dogma didn't have the best graphics, but they definitely did a good job with what they had. Here's one that actually kind of shows it. And what I like about this one is they take into account just the water from the grate here. Like you've got some sort of a drain or overflow or something. I don't know, maybe it's even a place for people to get drinking water. I don't think so. I don't know. But you can see where the water kind of pools down here, and there's rocks and shit and grass. Now there's a really bad seam here. Well, the wall meets the ground. That's not very good. But also, what's really cool is I love how the steps, look how the steps are worn from being walked up and down. See how the stone is kind of bent down and, you know, it's worn in from hundreds of years of people walking up and down the steps. So those are the kind of attentions to detail that make a fantasy game, you know, a lot more realistic. But when I was thinking about MMOs, right? But when I was thinking about MMOs, like, to me, some of the biggest problem with the MMOs that are coming out now is that they don't really feel very fantasy and it's mostly because of how the zones are created, you know? Let me take care of these mobs. Yeah, I've taken no damage. I'm just evading everything. Look at my health. It's like I haven't even gotten hit yet. I've either parried or dodged every single attack. There, I finally got hit. But I think, you know, if you're making an MMO, if you want to really make it feel like a fantasy game, I really think you need to pay attention into the level design and how you're creating the style of the world. I see a lot of games kind of fail in this regard, and if you look at New World, it's not like the world is. I mean, I like the level design in New World. It's actually pretty good. It's just they haven't. I just don't think that the New World is populated enough. Like I don't think the zones and stuff. I mean, it looks cool, but you know they just haven't really added enough to the game yet. But graphically, though, the game looks really nice. You know. Yeah, you can see these pictures here. They look pretty good. I'll see if we can get a better one. Nah, these are not. Here's a pretty good shot. Now, as you can see here, the graphics look good. I mean, they look nice. This looks a little blurry though, for some reason, but yeah. But I like where they've gone with the graphics. It really comes down to their game systems, and I think combat is a big problem with New World. I think the combat system really needs a lot of work, and I haven't played it in a while, so and I know they've made a lot of changes, so maybe maybe now it's better. I don't know. You start out with Redbox. I don't know what Redbox is, Martin. And Bannerlord's a single player game though. I play mostly open world games. Multiplayer games. I don't really play single player games too much. Even though I don't group a lot with other players, I always like having real people in the world. Yeah, Cerullo, and I agree with you 100%. The Alliance has a lot more of those types of sceneries, which to me feels a lot more fantasy. I don't know why, but nothing feels more fantasy to me than forests, really than forests and open forests and mountain ranges and dungeons and stuff like that. And we don't see a lot of natural cave systems. I mean, how many natural like cave type systems do we see in WoW? I can't think of a single. You know, there's a few, like even in this zone, there's a few caves that we can walk through, but there's no like massive cave systems I can think of in World of Warcraft. You know. Red. Well, I remember there was a game that was called Chain. Was it called? Hey, Martin, WoW was derived from wasn't it Chainmail? Chainmail and something? Dungeons & Dragons, Dungeons & Dragons. I think it was Chainmail. So Chainmail is a medieval miniature war game created by Gary Gygax. Remember, Gary Gygax is one of the guys behind Dungeons & Dragons. So Chainmail was what really started. Yeah, see, it was Chainmail. So, but anyways, yeah, I never heard of Red. I still have the box set, Martin. I still got it. I still got my basic. Here, let me show you. I should have it in Discord. Let's see if I have it in here, or I don't know where I put the screenshot though. Well, there's my Fiend in Folio book. Why is this scrolling so? Oh, it's because the mouse middle click was pushed down. Scroll one. This is crap, dude. There's my Fiend in Folio book. Let's see. I know I got a picture of it somewhere. Now this is heaven. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about good ice with Mexican Coca-Cola. Oh yeah, you can see my Yeti microphone back there. Where is it? I love that. That's awesome. We're going back in time here, guys. Oh, well, I don't see it. Is there any other guides? No. No. Coca-Cola. Oh, here we go. You can't quite see it, but I've got, you can see like, here's my player's handbook. If you go down here, you can see Meldabone. You can see a lot of like Rogue Mistress, a lot of Chaosium Inc. stuff that are basically companions to, the Stormbringer RPG, game, role-playing game. But I have a whole bunch more. I just don't know if it's in here. I don't know, man. This is like going back in time. Oh man, look how this is my cat when he was little. This cat right here now weighs about 18 pounds, and right here is when he was just a little kitten. Yeah, this is the Guild Knights of Faith. Yeah, that was a guild I had on a private server. It was called Knights of Faith, so this is the Discord I have for that guild. I'm going way back. Yeah, I played private servers for almost 3 years before Classic WoW came out. And this is what taking a trip down memory lane. Anyways, enough of that. PC game portable. Hold on a second. I want to play next. You want Classic WoW portable? Oh yeah. I have no desire to play any game on a mobile phone or a tablet. Now or probably ever. If I'm gaming, I'm sitting in my computer, man. Sitting at my desk here. Got my guitars next to me. I got my amps. I got everything I need right here. I don't need to be going to some other room or anything. If I was in a car on a road trip, I would probably be... It's different, I'm older. I'd be with my wife, so my wife's not going to want me playing a game while we're on the road. I'd probably be driving, so... I don't know if I have... I really have a picture of my setup. Yeah, I mean, basically, like, this is kind of like my desk. Like, you see my two 31.5-inch monitors here, and, it's an L-shaped desk, so this is the one side of it, and the other side goes back to my right, and there's another monitor in my laptop there, and, yeah. Those fucking cats, they crack me up. I don't have, let's see, maybe I got it in here. Here's my living room. Well, there's more stuff in it now. This is when we first moved in. Oh, here you go. Here they are. Here's my original Dungeons & Dragons basic set. I purchased this probably in 1985, right? So this is probably from 1985. You can see one of my older, D&D modules, Palace of the Silver Princess. This was probably purchased in the late 80s. Dragonlance also purchased in probably the late 80s. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual 2. Where's my Fiend Folio? And I've got a bunch of books. I got a lot more stuff than that. That's just a few things that I took screenshots of, pictures of. Here's the basic set rule book. I don't know if this is just like, this is the basic rules. So that would have been like rulebook, what, 1? Oh, here's some other ones. Here you see the World of Greyhawk. Here's Stormbringer. This is a really good role-playing game. Stormbringer is really good, based on Michael Moorcock's books. I actually really like that game. It's really well written. And then Sanctuary Thieves World was a pretty good board game. The Dungeons Dragons. You see how old that box is. It's pretty beat up. I don't know what this one is here. This is the companion rules. Fantasy role-playing game for, yeah. And then Wabbit's Revenge. Oh, and Chill's Blackmore Manor. These are just other board games, things I've had for frickin', forever, And this is just me drawing. I like to draw, so you can see me just sketching shit out. And I don't think I have any more. Oh, here you go. This is like, so when I'm playing, like, this is what it looks like behind me. Like, behind me I have 2 shelves. Actually, it doesn't look like this now, because I don't have these 2 shelves behind me now, but I used to. And you can see on the shelves there's, you can see there's a lot of stuff, a lot of Dungeons & Dragons stuff. A lot of just books, Lord of the Rings, my World of Warcraft Burning Crusade Collector's Edition. Here's a D&D base. Here's a newer D&D starter set that I bought for my son. And then here's some other books, Dungeon Master's Guide. Here's a book on texturing and modeling, which is a really good book. There's my Yeti microphone. I have this really nice Yeti microphone, man, and I don't really use it. I'm 51, Shiny. I'm 51. You can see here's a couple of my guitars. I've got a bunch of guitars. This is just a couple. I've got about 15 guitars. This guitar here is from 1993. This one's from, I think, 98. And this Fender amp is really cool because I bought it and I replaced the speaker. I actually replaced the speaker in this amp with a Ragin' Cajun, like freaking like, because this is like a 25 watt speaker. I put like a 80 watt, 25 watt amp. I put like an 80 watt speaker in it. It actually sounds freaking amazing. So, oh, here you can actually zoom in. What do we got going on here? How to draw what you see. Pencil. Oh, I do a lot of drawing. So wildlife sketching. This is a really cool book. The English Village has all kinds of real sketches on original English villages back in England back in the day. You can see this is just a leather case for pencils. You can see I got some dragon. I got lots of dragons. I like dragons. Who doesn't like dragons? Big ass crystal. Another leather case that has pencils in it for drawing. There's a picture of me with a guitar from way back when I was really young. What books we got? Player's Handbook. We got Rogue Mistress Meldemo, Sorcerers of Pantang. And then these are guitar books down here. Johnny Lang, Lie to Me. These are like guitar tablature books. Terry Brooks. Terry Brooks he's a pretty good novelist. Egyptology. I like Egyptian shit. Here's a book on Monet. I like Monet. Draw Realistic Textures in Pencil. That's a really good book. And then here's my webcam, which, as you guys know, I don't use a webcam a lot. It's sitting right there. Here's my little black case with like Grim the Reapers along the side and a dragon on top. I don't even know what's in that box. Something interesting, probably. Something interesting. Yeah, I was born in 1970. I graduated high school in 1988. It was the greatest year ever. Just Google that sometimes, right? Google this. Here's why 1988 was the best year ever. Air guitar with no shame. Not worrying about color coordination. Summing it up with a montage. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is not a good one. There's better ones than this one. Let's see. 1988 was the greatest year in music. Why 1988 was the greatest year in movies. 30 years later, was 1988 the greatest year in music? I don't know. Sonic Youth, Dinosaur Jr., Public Enemy. Jane's Addiction. There was a lot of good music coming. It was really right before 1990 was when all the good music was really coming out. There's a lot of great movies in 1988 too. You know, Coming to America. You got Die Hard. You know, there's a lot of good shit. 1988 was one hell of a good year. I can tell you that. You just turned 51, Martin? Dude, you are the same age as me now. So I'm older than you by... I turned 51 in February, so... Where is this damn Glyph Scorpid Sting? I think we lost, I think we lost Cyrillian. Sorry if I lost you, Cyrillian. I'm so sick right now that's why I'm kind of... You know, I've been all over the place when I'm streaming lately just because I've been really sick the last three days. Yeah, but I'm really hoping that a new MMO comes out that's, you know, that'll be good for everybody to play, but, you know, I'm not holding my breath. I know New World's not going to be it. New World's not going to be, like, the end-all, be-all, you know. I didn't know if you were still there, Saran. I didn't know if I lost you, buddy. Sorry. My throat's going, so you can already tell my throat's kind of getting hoarse. Multitasking, nice. Hey, you know what, Cyrillian? I have to admit something today on stream that's kind of weird. You know, I've never been a big fan of Asmongold, really. I haven't been a big fan of Asmongold, and I've watched ever since the whole thing started with Final Fantasy versus WoW, and like it really started, I think, by Bellular Gaming, but with a lot of players being so disgusted with the current state of World of Warcraft retail, and a lot of players going to try to play other games. And of course, if you're going to play another MMO, the most popular MMO next to World of Warcraft probably, well, at least at the time, probably was Final Fantasy. But it's a completely different type of MMO, so a lot of people had a lot of reservations about playing Final Fantasy. So people started shifting over there, and once Asmongold started talking about trying to maybe play Final Fantasy, I started listening to more of his videos. You know, I'm not a big fan of his. I think he's kind of a weird, dirty individual, and I don't like his big dick this and the way he talks sometimes. Plus, I think he contradicts himself a lot. You know, what the hell's this all about? No worries, dude. I know what that was Cargos inviting me to a raid. And but Asmongold says a lot of stuff that I don't really agree with. Plus, I think he contradicts himself a lot. But I was watching this video today, and I gotta find it. I think it was on Asmongold TV. And I just thought it'd be funny to show you guys this.
We wanted to get Bellular on all crap fucking...
It's this one here.
So I want to show you guys a fucking video here.
Leaking out into the not launches. I mean, he's even at the head of those, like classic events. If anything happens in World of Warcraft, he is. Obviously, I've not been watching his stream because I've been preparing this and doing this.
That big of a fan, to be honest.
He will play that hard.
But what's interesting in this video? Yeah, it's very. Yeah, I know it's really gotten popular. It's weird. I had a Halt to Digital says. I guess they have keys, like digital keys. What happened was, they ran out of keys, so they just had to generate some more unique keys. I'm guessing that's probably what happened because, obviously being able to just download the game and play it, you're not going to run out of the download, obviously, or the installer. That's are always there. So I think probably what happened is they just ran out of keys. They probably generated so many keys and didn't think they were going to sell so many copies. They didn't account for that. So it was probably just an oversight on their part. They probably oversight. Yeah, Asmongold's playing Final Fantasy 14, and there's a great video that came out by Bellular where they're talking about it. But what was really interesting was Asmongold reacting to Bellular talking about his streams, and there's a part in here, and I wish I could find it.
Somewhere on that path in all of us. That's or
Mm-hmm.
something. And there was actually some tacky coming unwithered. It's obviously a joke. He's
Here,
wearing a hat.
watch
the
this.
Indoors lighting's really good.
I'm
and I think
wearing a hat because my hair looks.
They didn't run out of keys. Well, why would they stop selling it then? If they didn't run out of keys, there's no reason that they would sell the digital copy because it's digital. It's just a download, right? You're just buying the game. Like it's like going to Steam and buying a game and installing it. You're not going to run out of the installer. It's just a piece of software that you download. So why, if it wasn't the keys, then why would you prevent people from downloading the digital copy? Okay, that makes sense, Shiny. And World of Warcraft did the same thing. When WoW initially released, it got so popular so fast they didn't realize it was gonna, they didn't have the infrastructure to support all the people that were playing on their servers. So what they did back then, this was different time. We didn't have digital downloads, right? Back then it was CDs, and so they stopped shipping out boxes of the game to stores so basically all the stores ran out of the copies of the CDs. They ran out. And because Blizzard was basically saying, well, we're not going to give you any more copies until we upgrade our infrastructure, put more servers out. Once they did that, then they shipped more boxes of the games to stores so they could sell them to people. Yeah, so that makes sense that they would. But for them to say, but see, the thing that bugs me, Shiny, with that is why would they say they ran out of digital copies? That doesn't make sense. You didn't run out of digital copies. You just stopped people from buying it because you just said it right in your post. You said it was the same with the AR release. They actively stopped the digital distribution to save the server performance. So then basically they lied to people. Because I'm sorry, but if you tell people you ran out of digital copies, but you really didn't, you just didn't allow people to buy it because you had too many people in the servers, that's a lie. That's a really bad way to word it. That's why I thought most likely it was they ran out of keys. Because that would be a true statement then. You'd say, oh, I ran out of copies, meaning I don't have any more keys. We got to generate some more in our database. We got to roll them out and attach them. You know what I mean? So maybe it was the media, but it's a little, the wording is a little weird, So you had to wait 3 months to get which game, Cerulean? To get World of Warcraft? But anyways, if you go back to this video, there's a part where Matt's saying all these great things about Asmongold, and Asmongold's like, oh man, I've never had my dick sucked so much in a video before. Which again, I'm not really big on Asmongold's profanity and stuff, but I understand what he's saying.
Bad, and I was gonna record it without the hat because I've showered more often.
it's just funny that people even are even joking about that. Where it's like, look how healthy he's gotten, that he's having fun in FF.
Yeah.
But that's
yeah, like he picks up the snack box and it's just full of fresh produce from the farm. You're like, whoa.
I love that. It's like he stopped eating like junk. Now that he's playing Final Fantasy, he's so happy he's eating fresh produce.
just grabbing some broccoli.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
He's like, that's not gonna happen.
Man.
Man.
No, it's funny. I mean, his thoughts are actually really, really, really.
Here it comes.
good,
Here it comes.
I actually love the guy. I think he's a very, very good professional streamer.
Matt starts talking about Asmongold, and he gives him a lot of compliments right here. But if you think about what Matt says, and I've never been a huge fan of Asmongold. I don't dislike him as a person. I've said this many times. I think he seems like he's probably a pretty nice guy. I just don't agree with some of the way he does things, and I also don't agree with the fact that he's so damn dirty and filthy, because I believe that, everybody should be clean. That's just me. I'm kind of a clean person, so I'm not dirty, filthy, like having maggots rolling around in my boxes in my own room. That's just gross. But anyways, he gives him all these compliments, and I think Asmongold's reaction here is actually really interesting.
And also, he's really genuine in his other channel, and he's really eloquent. Like, I have a little call out here that I just wrote earlier, which is, as always, when he's removed from the pressure of live streaming, he's remarkably eloquent. It's like he's sharp as a tack, and the fact that he can focus on the details he talks about with F14 when he's streaming genuinely impresses me. Yeah. Because he's got 200,000 people watching, and he's just thinking through stuff.
Thanks, man.
That's happening.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
And it's wild.
Yeah, thank you.
It's wild how good he is.
Almost more importantly, Don Jandro here just said Bald One is into cat girls. We got him.
Bald One is into cat girls.
Got him.
No way.
No, like literally.
He's into cat girls now.
Listen, dude. The first time he saw Y'shtola, he was like, "Who's this?" I was just like, "Cat girl, what's going on?" And then the next time I tuned into the stream, he was visibly excited, lit up, and he's like really happy to see her. Like,
this is a good video. I like it a lot. I'm gonna read a few of the comments about this. This is a great video. Okay, dude. I'll go ahead. I'll explain real quick, right? I think that the reason why, especially my streams have an appeal in a way is because of the fact that I have every negative trait possible and I'm not sorry for it. And so the reality of somebody who is completely confident and okay and completely chill.
This is a good point he makes
who
here.
They are makes a lot of other people comfortable with who they are.
Yeah, so this is a really good point. Again, you know, like I said, I've watched some Asmongold stuff just lately because of Final Fantasy, and I must admit, I'm pretty impressed with some of the points he makes because they're actually really intelligent. You know, yeah, the beginning stream is like a big boy. Asmongold loves his big gulps, dude. So, but there's a couple parts in this video that are really funny. This one he says that basically he exhibits all of these bad traits that possibly anybody could have, like, you know, how he's dirty and how he doesn't, you know, and how he's like rude and he's not like in shape and he's balding. He lives with his mom and all those things that typically people would make fun of you for, but he doesn't give a shit. Like, he's like, I don't give a shit, and it's obvious that he doesn't. It doesn't seem to affect him. You know, I mean, it'll affect him to some degree. It affects everybody. God, sorry, I'm sick, guys, so I'm kind of running out of breath here. But he's saying that because I have all of these things that typically people would think are really negative things that people would make fun of you for, and yet I don't care, that it gives hope to all these other people, and it lets other people who also may have issues with themselves or their, you know, they may have insecurities, that because, you know, Asmongold doesn't seem to give a shit, it lets them, you know, kind of allows them to also be like, yeah, you know, if he's so cool about who he is and he's this balding guy who lives with his mom, then I shouldn't be so hard on myself, you know, and I think that's a pretty intelligent point. But he also, there's a couple other things in here I wanted to, if I could find it, that are actually really funny that he says.
He did. Actually, there are many cases. I'll read threads about
Bad luck that happens.
as I said,
Just because of different cultures and different.
saying it in both cases.
We're in and around another game.
Anytime I feel like a loser, I'm actually just gonna watch this video.
This part's pretty funny.
He is the, not even the
I
he's
love
like the
this video,
largest.
man. It's like they're just talking about how important I am. Like, this is my favorite video I've ever seen. This is honestly, like, I really need to watch more videos like this. Anytime I'm feeling like a loser, I'm actually just gonna watch this video from now on.
By a significant margin.
Yeah.
Like,
Anytime he feels like a loser, he'll just watch. Because in this video, they do say a lot of really good things about Asmongold.
you look at the this guy is,
You know, like gamer type people like me, you know, like absolutely they fucking resent that. So, okay.
love the guy. I think he's a very, very wizard.
Yes.
Our
I just put it down there. They eat whatever they want.
He's talking about the snack
You know what I mean?
box.
Like it's
Basically, he's
keeps going. I love it. But
why he
keeps going. I love it. But you guys have to keep in mind, like, I literally.
Okay, here it comes. Here comes the thing I wanted to show you. He's talking about how they keep saying good things about him here. Like, they're saying good things about him, and, you know, how he's a good streamer, you know, and you know, he's got insightful comments, which he does sometimes. But listen to what Asmongold says right here, and I got to admit, you know, I never was a big fan of Asmongold. You know, I thought he was kind of a trashy guy and white trash, and not really that intelligent. But he does sometimes say things that are actually pretty smart, and what he says here is pretty interesting.
really live with my mom in Austin, Texas, and I'm 30.
we see ourselves in him. That's like not true in any specific like sense. It's the idea of why he's so important. I think. I think he's so important because he is in personality and how he plays. He is like he's almost the North Star of MMO player.
I have to
warts and
say
all.
this, like, this video obviously has just been sucking my dick for 13 minutes, and it keeps going. I love it. But you guys have to keep in mind, like, I literally live with my mom in Austin, Texas, and I'm 30 years old, and like, I after my stream, you know what I do? I lay on the futon, I read Twitter for an hour, maybe I fall asleep, I get up, I go get like fast food, and I come home and I jack off. Like, that's my life, okay? Like, I'm not some god on Mount Olympus. I'm not some weird fucking, you know, entity. I am just a random guy. Please, guys, keep that in
You
mind.
can kiss your ass goodbye.
Where his room can
The
be
American
discussed at
dream.
times. He has his snack box, or he had his
You
snack
can
box
kiss
that
your
has
ass
maggots in it.
goodbye.
You know, that stuff.
Yeah.
We look at that and go, that's disgusting. But you're also like, I mean, isn't
Yeah, see, it's just interesting where he talks about, I'm just a random guy, you know, and you guys, people need to make him out to be more than he is. And I think it's pretty good point. I think what Asmongold has realized over the past few years is that I think he's realized that he is just a normal person. You know, he's not. I think at some points, years ago, I thought Asmongold had a pretty big ego and was kind of a douchebag. But I think he has been taken to this. I think he's kind of grown up and aged a little bit, and I think he's smart enough to know now that, just being a popular streamer or whatever is something that's not going to be around forever. You're not always going to be, a popular streamer. You're going to get old, and people at some point in time are going to just lose interest in you. Things change, and that's the thing that all streamers have to worry about, is that you can't just make a career your whole life out of it. I mean, some people may be able to, but it's not going to be that easy. Something else. Have you guys ever heard of Punkrat? I found out, Punkrat disappeared. If you guys know Punkrat, he did a lot of videos on. Let's see, Punkrat. What happened to Punkrat? This was really interesting, and I found it because I was watching when a video came up. I was searching for something, and it was a video done by Punkrat, and I was like, whatever happened to that guy? I haven't seen anything pop up lately. And Punkrat used to do videos on Classic WoW and Burning Crusade Classic, and he was all into private servers, right? I'm like, whatever happened to this guy? And here in Punkrat, here's what happened. He created a whole new YouTube channel called Welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, and his old channel had about 80,000 or 40,000 subscribers. Well, this new bullshit, crazy liberal, politically infused channel he's created has 745,000 subscribers. But just listen to the voice.
Going to be a president for Democrats. He was going to be a president.
And right away, you can just tell it's Punkrat's voice within a few seconds. No, it's just interesting because Punkrat was just a guy who did a lot of YouTube videos, Cyrillian. So I was always kind of like, whatever happened to that guy? And now he's doing some stupid ass political crap. So whatever, just interesting, All right, so what are we doing here? I think we finished all these. Now we still need one thief. Yeah, it's not. And it's sad that there's a lot of kids growing up today that's their goal, is to be like a celebrity or a YouTuber. And I'm like, that's not really, that's not probably the best way to go. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being a YouTuber or being a streamer or anything like that. Being a content, there's nothing wrong with that. But you should have a backup plan too. You should have other, you should have other things in your life that you can fall back on if your streaming falls apart. But in regards to the error for people not being able to get Final Fantasy 14 shiny, where it says currently not available, yeah, that just sounds to me like they took it down. Like they just said, oh, we have too many people on the servers, let's just prevent people from buying it. So you're probably 100% right too in saying that it was the media that basically just probably worded it wrong, saying just for clickbait, because let's face it, the internet is all about clickbait anymore. What gets people's interest long enough so that they actually click into a story? A rapper. I can tell you, I never in my whole life did I ever want to dream of becoming a rapper. I'm like, what the? Why would I ever want to be a rapper? I wanted to be a professional tennis player when I was a kid. And that's a good job because you know what? You can retire by the time you're 30 if you're and you only have to be maybe in the top 200. If you're in the top 200 in professional tennis in today's world, you can make so much money. And you retire and you're, between the ages of 30 to 34, you're going to retire. You're going to be pretty rich. If you're really good, you're going to be really rich. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sick, man.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, but the good thing, your body's broken from being a tennis player? What? No, your body wouldn't be broken from being a tennis player. You might have some, some shaky knees, but your body won't be too bad. There's plenty of professional tennis players that have played for, into their late 30s, and they're in their 50s now, and they're completely fine. So, yeah, tennis isn't that hard. I mean, it's just. I mean, I played tennis for for 15 years, and I have tennis shoulder, tennis elbow, and tennis shoulder. But that's something you can completely, you can work out and do exercises to basically alleviate those issues. The only thing that tennis really is bad is it is bad on your knees, especially if you play a lot of hard courts. So you may end up getting knee surgery, when you're in your 50s or 60s. But actually, that's pretty common for just about anybody. Like my doctor told me, 10 years ago, that I probably would need knee replacement surgery when I was in my late 50s to early 60s. Because the cartilage is just worn down, so much on my knees. And it's from playing tennis, probably. Oh, yeah. Soccer? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I'm in the United States, so soccer's not as popular. But I don't really know what kind of damage soccer does. I mean, I would imagine it'd take a toll on your knees as well. Your knees and your hips and your... anything from the waist down, really. So... Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I'm a computer programmer, so I'm sitting in a chair all the time, and it's not really good for my eyes. And my eyes have been... here, hold on a second. I'm not really digging this music. It's just seems loud to me. But yeah, I work in an office job, and it's terrible on my eyes, terrible on your back. It's not good. So yeah, soccer is getting more popular in the U.S., but I don't think it's going to be a while before it overtakes something like American football. Basketball's falling off because people are sick of watching the entitled, arrogant pricks that play in in the United States basketball, in the NBA. They're a bunch of babies. Of course, you could say soccer players are a bunch of babies too. One thing that cracks me up when I watch some soccer recently is how they do the fake flops, just like the NBA basketball players do. You touch a soccer player from behind and they just fall to the ground and grab their knee, like, oh my god, he ruined my knee, and they show the replay and guy didn't even touch his leg, and you see it like all the time. But you see that in basketball too now. Yeah, the best thing for your back is to stay thin. Best thing for your back is to stay thin and flexible, and to keep your legs strong. All music just sounds so loud to me today. I know it's because I'm sick. Everything sounds so loud. Yeah, basketball's like... No, I'm just on... Hey, Phil, I'm just pumped up with a bunch of medicine. So basically, I'm just like... My head's floating, I'm like so sick. Plus, I've been in bed all day. I was in bed pretty much all day. I only got up to eat lunch and like scoop the cat litter. That was about the only time I got up, and then my wife got home around 5, and I kind of sat up in bed and watched TV with her for about an hour, and then I just kind of passed out again. Yeah, become a ballerina. Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm not a LeBron fan because I grew up in the era of Jordan. So, and I think LeBron's kind of an arrogant jerk, actually. I think he's kind of a prick. Especially that after he like stopped a basketball game his son was in just so he could yell at some commenter for saying something he didn't like. I thought that was extremely classless of him to do that.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
You know, people are there to watch the game that their sons are in, and here he's, stopping the game to cause an argument saying that,
You were screwed.
well, this other jack-off aggroed this guy, and he ran off, and then they came back and jumped on me. Thanks, Alliance scum. Yeah, but I'm not a... I lived in Chicago when Jordan was winning all his championships. And I don't like LeBron James. I think Jordan's a better player, better all-around player. He was certainly a lot more, had a much bigger killer instinct than LeBron did. Is this No, it's a good thing you don't know LeBron because you don't need to learn it. LeBron's just a big, he's a good player, but he didn't have the killer instinct that Jordan had. And the basketball game is so much different now. When Jordan played, it was a much more physical game, and people were getting fouled and getting hacked, and it's a completely, now people, you watch that. Just go Google a highlight reel of Jordan scoring points versus LeBron scoring points, and you'll see Jordan running through crowds of people, getting hit as he's doing it and scoring. And you'll see LeBron running through crowds of people. Everybody's just walking out of his way because they don't want to get run over by a big guy. You know what I mean? It's completely different. I don't like LeBron. I think he's kind of, I don't like him. I like him a lot less, Phil, after that, like after the recent thing where he disrupted a basketball game his son was in just because he thought the announcer said something that he didn't like.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Like I said, I thought that was a very classless thing to do. No, hey Sam, how's it going? No, I'm really sick. I like I've been sick all day.
You were
I was in bed pretty much all day, so I mean I'm just playing WoW a little bit and then I'm gonna go back to bed. I gotta take a shower though. I was pretty much in bed all day. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's doing good. What his title in the guild is the GOAT, so he must be the guild leader, I guess. You got sick too? Oh man. Everybody's been getting sick lately. Yeah, I have what my wife had. The good news is she went to the doctor and they said it wasn't COVID, so it's just like a bad flu or something. Yeah, I watch Wimbledon because I'm a huge tennis player, Phil. Tennis was my life for a long. When I was younger, tennis was pretty much my life. I played about 4 to 5 hours of tennis a day when I was younger. I was very disappointed in Wimbledon. I don't like. I know this sounds like a broken record, but I don't want to sit here and say I don't like people. But I don't really like, Novak Djokovic. I don't. He's kind of an egomaniac. Good player. Nothing against his playing. He's a good player, but I liked Nadal a lot more. Out of Djokovic and Nadal and Federer, Nadal is by far my favorite. You know. So yeah, I've got the sore throat. I just weak. Just, everything hurts. But I'm on a lot of medication right now. That's how I'm able to play right now because I'm so just doped up on drugs. Once the drugs start to wear off and I start to feel like crap again, I'll have to go lie down or take more drugs probably. Oh, you know what? I didn't even know he dropped out. Did Kyrgios drop out? Why did he drop out? Yeah, I like Kyrgios. He's without a doubt one of, if not the most talented players on the circuit. But he just, the way he played, you know, he's a head case, man. He's such a head case. But man, his talent is unbelievable. He's got amazing hands, amazing eyes. He sees the ball so clearly and so early, like Andre Agassi used to. You know. Yeah, Dustin Brown, he's pretty good. This guy's got some gear, I think. He's tanky. I like watching what's his name, the Shapovalov or whatever his name is. That guy's got one. The guy who made it to the semifinals and lost to Djokovic. Or did he lose to the other guy? I can't remember. But man, his backhand though is impressive. Very impressive backhand. This guy is tanky.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Well, you guys know Paladin's one of my favorite classes. Yeah, they're very tanky.
You were screwed.
Seems I'm running out of food. No, it's just that I'm in combat. Some moonberry juice, you can use that. Hi, Bay, what's up, dude? Good, yeah, you saw that in my stream description, huh? Good evening, Infidels. Good
evening, Ahmed. Good evening, Infidel. So you're a terrorist? Yes, I am a terrorist. What kind of terrorist? A terrifying terrorist. Are you scared? Not really, no. And no? Not really, no. How about now? No? God damn it.
You saw Sword of Legends was released and saw that the game does not feature a class with a shield. Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Yeah, there's actually people in Daenerys. Can you believe it? It is a nice grinding spot for sure. Damn it. God, Allah damn it.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Ah, I hit the wrong key. Ah. Yeah, I love the Ahmed doll, you know. Phil, you know a punk rat, don't you, Phil? That YouTuber punk rat.
I mean, Allah, damn it. Silence! I kill you! So, Ahmed, no, is Ahmed. That's what I said. No, you said Ahmed. Is Ahmed. Silence! I kill you!
Yeah, so punk rat was, he just used to do a lot of videos on classic WoW and stuff. He like disappeared like a year ago, and I wonder what happened to him. So I googled his, what happened to punk rat today, and he has some stupid like political like controversy clickbaity YouTube channel, but he's got 754,000 subscribers. So within a year of switching from a channel where he did, classic WoW videos, with maybe 50,000 subscribers or something, he's got a channel with 754,000 subscribers. It's just like, good God. It's just weird. It's just strange, I mean, how do you switch from playing games to doing like, I don't know, whatever. I don't know if it's something he just thought of, or maybe he was like, someone told him, hey, you should do this. I don't know. It's just weird. It was strange, man. I wasn't a huge fan of his channel. I didn't dislike his channel, but I wasn't like a huge fan or anything. Hey, what's up, Mason? That's sick old timer to you, my friend. Man, I gotta kill swashbucklers too. Yeah. It depends a lot on like the money depends on how how long people watch your videos. Like the subscribers don't matter so much as how it just matters how many people are actually watching your video, or how many views. Basically, how many views you're getting is what matters. You could have 2 million subscribers, but if they're not religiously going in and watching the videos you post, you're not going to get that many views. So, but yeah, like Asmongold though, the real money is in like Twitch, like the Twitch subs and all that craziness, and like if you're in YouTube, the real money is going to be like Patreon or subscribers, the people who subscribe to your or join your channel, the join where you can join and pay like so much money a month, like Josh Strife Hayes. I mean, the guy's got like 400 and we saw it earlier today, right? He had like 460 Patreons. And like the lowest Patreon level was like $2 or something. So I mean, he's making probably well over $1,000, probably $3,000 a month or more, just on his Patreon people, and that doesn't include all the views and all the money he makes from the views. This rogue's stalking me. Yeah, he just found some thing. I mean, who knows if he even likes that. I mean, I think it would be hard to stream something you don't care about, or to do videos on something you don't care about, but who knows, man. Yeah, if he's I agree. Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, Theme. Yeah, he went cult leader. Yeah, that was weird. Well, there's some weird people that play video games, man. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I know, Phil, and that's right here in Florida. Not, go to Clearwater. Most of that area, downtown Clearwater, is all owned by Scientology. Bunch of crazy nut jobs, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, that guy obviously had a screw loose, no doubt about that. But what's crazy is that people buy into his BS. I don't want to turn my YouTube channel into a conspiracy theorist channel, but man, that stuff's weird, man. Yeah, I've watched lots of stuff on that. It's just, and I've read, it's just weird, man. All of it's very bizarre. Very bizarre, so. I need to raise my lockpicking, guys, and I don't know, like these areas here are too high level to see what my skill's at and how close I am to the next level. But I definitely need to raise my lockpicking.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm not very good with a bow, as you can see by that shot. Yeah, I never thought punk rock was very. I mean, I don't know. I didn't have a.
We're screwed.
He was like kind of strange, but I don't know. Like he was inappropriate. He was like not politically correct. He would say stuff that I thought was, just not politically correct. But whatever. That's what Asmongold does a lot too. And that's one of the reasons why I was kind of not liking Asmongold is because he says stuff that I think are just a little A little rude and crude and probably not the best thing to say, but whatever, you know, to each their own, I guess. But yeah. So I just need the pirate hats. Pirates, I'm starting to get sick again, damn it. Starting to feel sick. Did I did. I can't open these. Oh wait, I can't open these. Let's see. Got the middle map fragment. And the ship schedule. Also got this one, another ship schedule. What lockbox is in Pirate Town? What's Pirate Town? And there's lockboxes here, but I'm not high enough level to open them. And I could keep pickpocketing mobs that are like, you know, in the 30s and probably get boxes. I'm not sure if I'm still green. I got to be really close. We'll look at it in a minute here. Yeah, I know I never get the top and bottom ones, so you're 100% correct. I always get 2 of them. There's 3 of them you need, right? Top, bottom, and middle. I always get like all of them but 1, you know. Yeah, I figured this was what you meant. But yeah, there's block boxes here, but I can't open them. They're too high level. So that's what I was saying, is I need to go somewhere else. Yeah.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm not sure why that happened.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I know you can do that, but that's okay. I'm not really too concerned with it. Oh, let's see what my skill. It's got to be pretty close to the next level. I'm at 148. Yeah, see, I'm only 148 out of 220. Okay. Yeah, I'm way behind, so... Well, the Zormstrand is up to 150, and I'm 148, so I just need 2 points. So once I get to 150, we can go ahead and do the Badlands, and that'll take us to 200. So we just need to get 2 more lockpicking points. So. Yeah. Oh man. Trying, Saj. We're trying.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
Oh man. I can't believe I slept all day and I'm gonna have to go back to bed again. It's just stupid. It sucks, man. I've already missed 2 days of work because I've been so sick. But I honestly, if I feel this bad tomorrow, I don't know how. I mean, I'll probably try to work tomorrow because I'm working from home. But I mean, I'll probably just be I doubt I'll get much done if I feel like this, you know. If I feel this sick, it's gonna be so difficult to do anything. I mean, it's hard to even just play the game. I feel so bad right now. It's hard to even just play WoW, and WoW takes very little brain power when I'm just doing quests, you know, I'm just pushing some buttons. Yeah, only 2 more days, that's true. You mean 2, 3 more days of game time? Drugs will get me there. Yeah. Yeah, I know I've got some meds I can take, but I'll still feel shitty. I'll just feel like numb, you know what I mean? Yeah, she was sick for about 5 days.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I got about 2 or 3 more days. Yeah, you're right. She's still sick. I mean, I was talking to her when she got home today, and she still feels not 100%. Hmm. These guys are stingy with their hats. The longest I've ever had a hangover was probably 3 days. And that's a bad hangover if it lasts 3 days, man. It's a very bad hangover. Of course, that's alcohol hangover. If you're talking like a drug hangover, that could be a lot longer. You know, if you've got a really bad drug hangover, that lasts a lot longer than alcohol.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
These damn hats. Yeah. I've got a bunch of them now. I've got 7 superior healing potions. Yeah. more hats.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
Wow, she resisted my blind. She resisted my blind. Did you see that? 13 for 13 health. 13 health. That was a really interesting series of events right there. I had to basically use pretty much everything in my rogue kit. But she resisted the blind. That was crazy. Okay. Where is it? That was... Okay, I put down a target dummy, right? She hits the target dummy like once, twice, and that's it. And then she comes after me after hitting it twice. So the target dummy didn't hold her threat for long. At this point, I'm at 147 health, so I use blind on her. And it just doesn't do anything. I don't see like a resist come up, but it does nothing. Now I'm at like, I don't know, is that 82 health? Wow, she resisted my blind. And then I vanish. She resisted my blind. Did you see that? Then she hit me there, knocked me to 13 health, and I gouged her. 13 for 13 health, 13 health. And then I bandaged, and then I kidney shot into to another gouge. And then finish off with eviscerate. 2-point eviscerate. but that was a fun fight. That was a really yeah, that's actually a really interesting fight there. Very interesting. No, this is not hardcore. So satisfying, Iva. Yeah, she's not. This is not hardcore. But that was just a fun fight because you got to see how. I mean, how a rogue can take it down to the wire with all the CC you have and stuff, you know. But yeah, it certainly was interesting. Oh, I'm actually done. I'm done with these quests. But yeah, that girl was being a pain in the butt. So we've got like 2 quests to turn in. Oh, wait, actually, it says I need Stoley's shipment. Oh, that's up in the building, isn't it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's. What we can get rid of here. What's this worth? A whole 6 silver. Yeah, it's those moments. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, those are the moments you're looking for. Like that fight right there was a really fun fight, you know, because I used every ability my rogue had. You know, I used blind, I used vanish, I didn't use sprint, but I used blind, vanish, gouge, you know, kidney shots. You know, I used a potion. Did I use a potion? I think I did. But I had to use a lot of stuff in that particular encounter. Gotta wait. I need my evasion. I don't have crippling poison. Shit.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Hmm.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
You were screwed.
I didn't realize the guy was shooting at me until later. I was like, why is my health going down so fast?
Many thanks.
Yeah, for sure. What time is it? 10 o'clock. I'm starting to feel really sick again. I just don't know if I go to sleep if I'll be able to fall asleep because I slept all day today. I don't want to keep my wife up. Maybe I should sleep on the couch. She doesn't like it when I sleep on the couch, though. She likes it when I sleep in bed with her. She does not like to be left alone. Hmm. My eyes hurt. My hands hurt. My back hurts. My head hurts. Everything hurts. You know what doesn't hurt? My big toe doesn't hurt. My big toe doesn't hurt. Everything else hurts. Yeah.
What's up?
Andre Firebeard.
Be good.
Nice.
Time is money, friend.
South She Safe.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing? Be good.
Boom. 6,900 experience.
Have a good one. See you later.
What's up? Keep it real.
Oh, I needed the dock workers. Shit. I needed the dock workers, damn it. Hey, thanks, Phil. Yeah, 45. Alright, we're gonna complete deflection. You know what that means? Next level we get riposte back. Next level.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
I got what you need. Hurry back. Time is money, friend.
What we got? Quest here. Can't believe I forgot the dock workers. Thanks, Lambe. We forgot the dock workers. Yeah. Actually, Fairless, let's see. Fairless got some quests. Yeah, 43. Yeah, the Fairless isn't a bad area. I mean, it's not bad. Alliance, this would be the first time I would say a zone for Alliance is probably better. I think the Alliance in Fairless because of Featherman Stronghold has a lot of good quests for Alliance. Let me get a drink. Oh God. So anyways, yeah, New World's coming out. The New World closed beta is coming out next Tuesday. So I'll probably play that a little bit. Then we have the next closed beta test 2 for Alion's going to be coming out, I think also in in August. So I'll be playing that as well. Is there a blue reward? What kind of blue reward is it? Is it a dagger? So many dagger rewards in this game. Well, I want to do ZF, but I don't know if anybody's doing it. You know, maybe I can just, you know. Hmm. Step X or something, yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to do ZF, but I don't know if I'll be able to find groups this this time of day. I hate Maradon, man. It's the Ziggler, John. What's the Ziggler? I wish I had the Gut Ripper. Looks like he's gonna bring an ad with him. Yeah, it's the Ziggler. Actually, surprisingly, the Ziggler's procs a lot, you know. Yeah, I have the Ziggler. Oh, this is gonna grab like everybody. I'm sure you heard me, right? I said I have the Ziggler. Anyways, let's not attack those guys. There's too many of them. Too many. And I blinded the wrong guy, and then I hit the... Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, tab targeting at its best. Unbelievable.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
We just need one more. One more.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Looks like I'll make what anyway? I don't feel strong. I mean, I'm 45. These mobs are 44. But... yeah, Flashblade is good. You just got, John, you just got your Ziggler, or you just got the Gut Ripper? Like, there's a Gut Ripper in the auction house right now that's going for 30 gold minimum buy-in. I'm tempted to... I'm going to watch the auction, and if it gets down to a short auction and it's still a minimum 30 gold buy-in, I might buy it, because it is 1.4. It would be good enough offhand dagger to last me to all the way to level 55, probably. So I can start looking at picking up some sort of a Burning Crusade dagger. But I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty cover's pretty good. Yeah, the proc on the Ziggler is very good. I'd say it's probably up around, I don't know, if you look at, let's see. If you look at recount, you can see that the Lightning, there's 98 procs. I don't know how long I've been running it, but you know, it's the white one, so it is pretty small, but still 98. It's pretty good. Oh, big sneeze. Ow, that hurt. That hurt. I don't like painful sneezes.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, here's the old head bucket. Cloth. This helmet here is really good for
Be good.
my prop paladins. Oh, ching, ching. Ah, the Guild Wars 2 sound effects. Gotta love it. Now the quests are getting too high again. We got the upgrade in BRD. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a pretty good helm. Oh man, I need more medicine. Hmm. Hmm. Ah. 11 more levels. And we'll have Blade Flurry. Then we'll really be dangerous.
Talk to me. Keep it real. Time is money, friend. Keep it real. Yo. Have a good one. Keep it real. What's up? Hurry back. Time is money, friend. Glad I could help.
Mhm. Oh. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of fantasy games taking on like dialects from stuff in our world, you know. I'm not really a big fan of that. Like the only ones I could kind of see would be like maybe like an Irish accent or something, but outside of that, I'm not, you know, a big fan. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Pretty much it. Didn't sell anything. All right, guys, I'm gonna log off. I'm just feeling too shitty. I'm really feeling not good, so I'm gonna try to take some more medication. I guess try to go to bed. I guess maybe I don't know. I'll catch you guys later. Hope everybody's having a good one, and I'll see you again real soon. Peace out.